Okay, welcome to this section where we're going to be talking about variables in Python. So a variable is just, think of it as a way that we can store a value or we can store specific data that we want to be able to use in different places. So let's say we store a value called player name, okay? So we use this value and we can say player name is equal to Messi, and then every time that we call that variable or every time we use that variable again in our code, it's going to be set to Messi. So if we were to print just player name, it would actually print Messi. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking at here today. Just the way that we can assign and create variables. So the cool thing about Python, and it's very different from other programming languages, is that we actually don't have to declare variable type. So what we don't have to say is this is the variable x and it is equal to 10 and it is it's an integer, it's a number. We can just use the equal sign and we can really set it to whatever type of variable we want. So this is a benefit of Python, which makes it really easy. Some people think it's kind of a downside of Python because it doesn't enforce, your types with your variables. So all we need to do is just say x. So x is the name of our variable, and then equals, and then we'll say Messi. So what this is doing is this is saying our variable x, the data that it represents is Messi, okay? Because if we had to hard code Messi everywhere, it'd be messy, right? So what happens if we print just x? So we're just printing x like this, and it prints out Messi because it prints out the data that is represented within this variable. So let's look at a couple of different examples. So we can say x equals 10. If we print x like this, then we get the number 10. And then if we reassign that, so we can just keep assigning and reassigning this. So we say x equals Messi, then print x, right? So we can override the data of these variables to be really whatever we want. That's why we don't have to declare a specific type of variable. But we can use casting, which makes it so that we can set a data type based on the data. So if we pass in the number 3, we can actually cast that or change it into a string version of 3. So to do that, we can just say x equals str, so string 3, like that. And then if we just print x, we get 3. And then we can check types. So if we say type of x, it's a string type, right? Even though we passed in an integer, we casted it to a string, and that made it a string version of 3. We can also use different casting. So if we say int 3, that turns it into an integer, right? If we say float 3, then that turns it into a float, or it's a floating point decimal. So last thing to know about the syntax of variables is that they are case sensitive. So the lowercase a, like this, we set it equal to Messi, like that. And then if we have capital A equals Ronaldo. And then when we print these, so if we print A, and then we can print two things if we put a comma in between them in the same print statement. So there it's Messi and Ronaldo. Okay, so those are two different variables. Another thing is that variables cannot be led with a number. So I can't say 10 equals 5 because it's using the number 10, right? Or I can't even say 10 Jupiter equals 5. It's going to say invalid decimal literal. You can include numbers. So if I want to say Jupiter 10 equals 5, then that works. So an important piece of variables is actually the data types. I briefly mentioned it, when I was talking about floats, integers, and strings. And these data types are really important because they do affect the way that your code runs. So we have text data types, we have numeric data types, we have list and sequence data types. We also have Boolean data types, and as well we have these none types, which basically allow us to set the variable equal to nothing, but we still have it as a placeholder for if we need to use it in later down the line. So the first one we've kind of already talked about, but it's just a string type. So if we say x equals to in quotes 10, and then we'll just check the type. So we'll say type of X, string, right? So that one's pretty simple. It's basically just anything inside of quotes, okay? So that's how we can define a string with single or double quotes. It doesn't matter if I do single quotes or double quotes, it's still going to be a string type. The next one is integers. So this is a whole numeric number. So if we say X equals int 10, like that, and then we check the type of X, it's an integer. But this differs from the float type that we talked about earlier. So if we say float of X, then we get this decimal number right here, even though we just put in 10. But this allows us, if we want to put in, 10.5 or 100.25895 or something. That is the difference between an integer and a float, is that floats use decimal numbers. So the next one that we can check is a Boolean value. So if we say X equals bool of X, then we can check the type of X. We get bool. We can also print X like this. And basically, a Boolean will return a true or a false. So it will evaluate this. It will say, okay, is this statement in here true? And this comes into play a lot when we're doing conditional statements or we're checking logic. But we could also say bool false like this, and then it's going to return false. And then as well, we can use bytes. So if you ever need to use bytes for any reason, you can say bytes. So if we said X equals 10 again, we'll set it equal to 10, and then we'll say bytes of X like that. That's basically just going to return the byte value of 10. So this is just all the zeros and ones that are creating the 10. And honestly, I seldom use this. It's just good to know that, if it has this B in front of a string, that means it is a byte type of data, and it's not just a normal string. So another example of a data type is a dictionary data type. So a dictionary basically allows us to store key value pairs. So what this means is that I can store in this dictionary, it's basically just, if you know what JSON is, it's basically just like a JSON. I can have the variable number that I have in my dictionary, and that can be 5. And then also inside my dictionary, I can have the name variable be equal to messy. So it's kind of easier if I just kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if we say X equals int of 5, like that, and then we can say Y, so a new variable, equals dict, like that, and then we'll say num equals X. So these are the key value pairs. So this is the key, num, and then this is the value. It's basically like using variables, but we're setting just these key value pairs inside the dictionary that we can call with a little bit of different syntax when we're using dictionaries. And then as well, I can say name equals messy, like that. And then if I print Y, and also I print the type of Y, like that. So just make sure it's print type Y with 2 parentheses at the end. So now this is what our dictionary looks like. It has the curly braces, and then it has our key in strings, our value, and then our next key in strings with value, and those are denoted by just a colon, okay? So this is a dictionary. This is something we're going to be using a lot in the upcoming modules and pieces of content and tutorials. Just really understand that a dictionary is basically just a list of variables with their actual data. And then the type as well right here is class dictionary, okay? So that is all there is to know about variables and data types. There are more data types, but we don't really use a ton of them. And if we do, I will be covering them in the upcoming lessons. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the next lesson.